Now on 18 Eyewitness News.
2 new members have been sworn in for the Farmington School Board. A man who went missing last week has been found. And students from all around show off their skills at this year's MEC Science Fair. All of these stories are coming up.
And I'm Storm Tracker Chief Meteorologist Dustin Kopp. We've got nice weather on your Monday. How long will it last? All the details coming up in your Storm Tracker weather forecast.
Coverage you can count on. This is 18 Eyewitness News.
Hello everybody, thanks for joining us. I'm Fred Dawkins, and here are the top stories that we're working on for you. 2 new members were sworn in Friday for the Farmington School Board. New members Joan Sullivan and Carrie Noble replaced Dr. Ben Roethlisberger and Kevin Harrington. Joan tells 18 Eyewitness News what her goal is for her term.
I just want to make sure we have really open communication and that all our staff and our community feel that we can talk about things, whether they're good or whether they're difficult situations, and everybody feels like they're being heard.
Carrie says this opportunity makes him very excited.
I'm pretty excited about this opportunity. You know, I've been in Farmington since 1986. Both of my children are graduates of Farmington High School, and I've been involved in a lot of activities with the school over the years, and I just felt like this was a good chance for me to give back to the community and be more actively involved in the school system.
The new members will get to make their voice heard at the next board meeting, which is on Tuesday, the 18th. Well, now Dustin Kopp is here with a look at our wonderful spring-like weather. Dustin?
Good evening, Fred. Good evening, everybody. Temperatures right now throughout southeast Missouri, all in the 70s. Not a bad day at all throughout the area. And we're going to continue to be on the mild side. Cloudy skies throughout the area. 69 degrees at 7 p.m., 67 by night, and by midnight we are about 65. More details on your forecast coming up in just a little bit.
A Bollinger County man who went missing late last week was found on Sunday. Police say that 75-year-old Louis Don Bond was found Sunday in southern Bollinger County. As a precaution, he was taken to the hospital. Police said that Bond was last seen at the Advance Country Mart at around 6:30 Friday evening, but he never returned home. Police searched for Bond throughout the evening and overnight, but could not find him. The search continued Saturday in southern Bollinger County, but he did not turn up at that search. Police were concerned for Bond's safety as he suffers from dementia and diabetes. 29-year-old Darren Strong of Marble Hill was injured after her truck caught fire Saturday afternoon in rural Bollinger County. The fire department says a Ford truck caught fire on County Road 368 near Highway B in Bollinger County when it exploded in the rear of the truck. That's when Strong swerved to the left before her truck ran off the road and hit a tree. Strong received serious injuries and was taken by EMS to a Cape Girardeau hospital and later air evac to a St. Louis hospital. When crews arrived, flames were shooting out from the truck and the vehicle was a total loss. Kids of all ages throughout southeast Missouri, Illinois, and Kentucky flocked to the Legos First Fest at the Kentucky Exposition Center this past weekend. This fun-filled event led kids and even adults to get creative and let their imaginations go with building all kinds of different Lego creations. There were Lego buildings, games, and displays for all to see at this year's event. Visit our website, KDKZ18.com, to get a link to Lego Kids Fest to see where the next stop will be. And when we come back, students from all around the area show off their skills at this year's MEC Science Fair. That story coming up on 18 Eyewitness News.
For 15 years, Heartland Furniture and Appliance has been the leader in price for Restonic bedding. Whirlpool built Crosley appliances, Frigidaire appliances, sofa sets, recliners, accent furniture, and White's metal detectors. Same-day delivery with no waiting. We are fast becoming this area's leader in the home furnishing and appliance business. Need a little cash? Payday loans are available in each store. We'd love to have you come see us at one of our 3 locations on both sides of Main Street in Piedmont, Business 60 in Dexter, and next to Current River Ford in Donovan. Heartland Furniture and Appliance, 223-3200.
Let it wash you this morning. Oh, the blood my blood, it is my victory.
How can heat also be cool? When it comes from targeted induction technology, which uses electromagnetic waves to quick heat your pan, boiling up to 40% faster, while the surface around it stays perfectly cool to the touch. It's faster, hotter, and, well, cooler.
Hi, Bob Seabaugh at Seabaugh Furniture and Appliance. Come and see this and other great features and benefits that will amaze you. Now on sale at Seabaugh Furniture and Appliance in downtown Fredericktown.
You're watching 18 Eyewitness News with Fred Dawkins and Chief Weathercaster Dustin Kopp. 18 Eyewitness News continues.
14 schools within St. Francis, Iron, and Washington counties came together last week to show off their science skills at this year's Mineral Area College Science Fair. MAC science instructor Nancy Peterson explains that there were many kinds of projects at this year's fair.
Well, the projects range anywhere from behavioral and social sciences, which is things like what is my favorite color, to what's the best wing on a physics project, what's the best wing for an airplane for lift. And so they're just a wide range.
Nancy tells us that motivation comes from both the students and the teachers.
It's really teacher motivated and student motivated. It's if they're interested in science and they want to do something next or want to push the envelope and see what they can do. So every year the numbers fluctuate a little bit, but mostly it's pretty steady.
Nancy tells 18 Eyewitness News that she hopes to see more students participate in years to come. Public Water Supply District Number 4 shut down water lines for all customers living south of Wapapello Dam on Monday for maintenance. An 8-inch water main was leaking, and once the repair has been complete, a boil water order will be put into effect. 25-year-old Nicholas Poinier and 21-year-old Lance Poinier, both of Greenville, were injured in a rollover crash in Wayne County early Sunday morning. The accident happened around 3:30 a.m. on Route E, just 4 miles east of Greenville. The Missouri Highway Patrol says that Nicholas Poinier was driving a GMC pickup when it ran off the road. The truck then hit a culvert and overturned. Both men received serious injuries and were taken by EMS to a Poplar Bluff hospital for treatment. No one was wearing a seatbelt in the crash. Aaron Ray Elridge of Poplar Bluff was sentenced to 20 years in prison after pleading guilty to seriously injuring his then estranged wife by ramming her car with his truck on Vine Street back in 2009. Elridge pleaded guilty to felony first-degree assault and the unclassified felony of armed criminal action. He entered his plea during what was supposed to be a motion hearing in preparation for his 2-day trial, which was slated to begin this week. Elridge was to stand trial on the assault and armed criminal action charges, as well as the felony unlawful possession of a weapon. And when we come back on 18 Eyewitness News, we'll have a look at the latest Missouri state news.
When someone comes in a Mineral Area's emergency department, our focus is giving them the best treatment in the quickest manner possible. We track every single patient, sending the doctors information before they even walk in the room. We have dedicated X-ray and CT equipment in our emergency department. We don't have to waste any time running all over the hospital. We know that minutes count in an emergency, and you can count on ER Plus at Mineral Area Regional Medical Center.
With extended hours, let the UPS store pack and ship your gifts.
Hi, I'm Steve from the UPS store in Farmington, Missouri. Me and my staff would like to wish you and yours a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
Time now for a look at Missouri State news. Kansas City police are investigating after a driver fled from the scene of a deadly crash. Police say a speeding pickup truck collided with a Harley-Davidson in an intersection early Sunday. The collision killed a 57-year-old Belton man who was driving that motorcycle. The victim's name has not been released. A Southwest Missouri man has drowned while canoeing at Stockton Lake. The Missouri State Water Patrol identified the victim as 20-year-old Stanley Kleeman of Golden City. The patrol says he was in a canoe that capsized Saturday night when it was untied from a tree. One person was able to swim to shore, but Kleeman never resurfaced. His body was found early Sunday, about 20 yards from shore. The patrol says Kleeman was not wearing a life jacket. Well, more than 1,000 college students from across the country and abroad descended on Washington University Saturday in search of inspiration and affirmation. They came at the behest of former President Bill Clinton, whose foundation has hosted a campus summit for the past 6 years. Actors Matthew Perry and Jada Pinkett Smith and comedian Stephen Colbert joined Clinton, his daughter Chelsea, and a host of business and civic leaders and human rights activists at a series of workshops and panel discussions on topics as varied as world hunger, prescription drug abuse, and the spiraling national debt. Authorities have arrested 2 men suspected of shooting a St. Louis man after he answered a Craigslist ad about a car. The victim saw an ad for a used car on Craigslist and went to the city's north side to take a look at it. Police say 2 men approached his car as he pulled up to the home. One of the men began firing shots into the victim's vehicle, and the victim was shot several times. The victim was able to drive to an auto parts store to get help. 2 others who were in the car with him were not injured.
Now, here's your Storm Tracker 18 weather forecast with Chief Weathercaster Dustin Kopp.
And welcome back. Cloudy skies out there right now. And here at the studio, we have 70 degrees. Feels like 70 out there. Garrett Dew Point's 57, 64% humidity, and a south wind at 11 miles per hour. Currently throughout the area, we have temperatures ranging from 72 in Festus to 73 in St. Genevieve. The further south you go, a little bit warmer, especially in Cape Girardeau area at 74 degrees. As we look at our weather headlines, we've got a lot to talk about. We're going to continue to see an increase in cloud cover and moisture for the next several days. Pure spring-like weather throughout southeast Missouri, and some of these thunderstorms that we could see on the severe to strong side throughout the area. So here's the setup for your Tuesday. We do have a wide range of moisture up to the north. That'll essentially scoot our way, bringing us a chance of thunderstorms late in the day on your Tuesday into Wednesday, possibly into Thursday. So your forecast for your evening throughout southeast Missouri, cloudy skies most of the evening, 69 degrees at 7 p.m. By 9, we're down to 67 and 65 at midnight. For tonight, we'll see temperatures in the 60s for most areas, low 60s, maybe a few upper 50s out there, cloudy skies, south wind 10 to 15. Then for tomorrow, a high near 80 in most areas is going to be on the warm side. 79 here in Farmington, 79 in Fredericktown, 81 in Ironton, and 78 in Festus. With cloudy skies, showers and thunderstorms start to develop during the late afternoon and into the evening hours. They last overnight into Wednesday. Those thunderstorms do. High of 70 on Wednesday. Much cooler on your Thursday, mostly cloudy 55, maybe a rumble of thunder here or there, but otherwise cloudy. Partly sunny on your Friday, 52. Then we're starting to warm things back up Sunday and Monday. By Monday, or excuse me, Saturday and Sunday, by Monday of next week, we'll be back into the lower 70s with full sunshine. Looking at your forecast once again for the weekend, high of 58 degrees on your Saturday, low of 41, partly sunny skies, partly sunny and 69 on your Sunday. And don't forget to check out me on Facebook and Twitter. Follow me on Twitter at DustinCopp_KDKZ and like me on Facebook at DustinCoppKDKZ.
Your health is brought to you by Parkland Health Mart Pharmacy.
If you or a loved one has been implanted with a pelvic mesh, commonly called a bladder sling, you may be entitled to a significant cash award. Many women implanted with this device have suffered discomfort, excruciating pain, and even incontinence. The FDA has even warned that pelvic meshes may cause serious injuries, including pain, scarring, infection, incontinence, and discomfort. If you or a loved one has been implanted with a pelvic mesh,
call the Rely On Group at 800-796-6986.
Coming up in today's Your Life segment on 18 Eyewitness News, Dr. Bill Mayer explains the very thing that causes pain in our lives with our children.
I'm Stacy Johnson. Ever lose sleep worrying about money? You're certainly not alone. America's biggest money concerns and what you can do about yours. Just ahead on Money Talks News.
Problems often seem most troubling when they involve our children. We all want things to be perfect for them, but life rarely cooperates. However, our psychologist and parenting expert, Dr. Bill Mayer, explains the very thing that causes you and your child pain today can bring you hope tomorrow.
Will I be able to communicate with Matthew the bigger things of life? And I didn't know.
Matthew Gordon was born with Down syndrome. Within days, he required corrective surgery to repair a hole in his heart. A few years later, there was even more bad news.
It's about 30 times more likely for a child with Down syndrome to have leukemia, and Matthew got that card.
A difficult childhood leaves some people disadvantaged and struggling for the rest of their lives.
We knew that as a child, everybody would just love him. What happens when he's 20 or 15 or 45 and he walks different or talks different or looks different?
In the classic study Cradles of Eminence, hundreds of highly successful people were studied to attempt to examine what led to their greatness. People like Freud, Einstein, Churchill, and others. Amazingly, 75% of these individuals had troubled childhoods.
Quote, the greatness came from really taking that adversity and becoming stronger. It can either pull somebody down or it can begin to be a motivating factor that they're going to be successful in the future.
At 9 years old, Matthew has overcome a lot of hurdles. He's also touched a lot of hearts.
You like to dance too, right?
Yep, dance, jump, and freeze.
He is an amazing ambassador of goodwill and joy.
It's all about our choices, and it's all about our attitude. There may be limitations, but we don't want to assume that they're always going to be down here somewhere.
If your child is struggling in some area, don't give up hope. Help him identify strengths to compensate for his weakness. Who knows, the problem that seems insurmountable today could provide an inspiration for greatness tomorrow. For Focus on the Family, I'm Dr. Bill Mayer.
For more valuable information on life's issues, relationships, and family, visit our website, KDKZ18.com, and click on the Focus on the Family link. We all face money concerns on a regular basis, but don't always know where to start to fix our money problems. In honor of Financial Literacy Month, money expert Stacy Johnson reveals the biggest money concerns in America and tips for dealing with them.
If money concerns have you miserable, at least you've got company. A recent survey from the National Foundation for Credit Counseling says nearly 8 in 10 Americans have some financial worries. Here's a list of their biggest concerns, along with advice to make them go away. Number one concern, cited by 57% of Americans, not enough savings. Solution? Automate. Start small, have money automatically taken from every paycheck. And if your company has a retirement plan, participate in it, especially if there's a company match. Next biggest concern, cited by 26% of respondents, was too much debt. Hey, if you've got a debt problem, here's what you do. Make a list of all your debts. Pick one to pay off. Target that debt, find money in your budget, put everything you can on that thing until it is dust. Then move on down your list until all your debts are destroyed. And here's a better idea. Don't ever borrow money in the first place unless you really have to. Third biggest money concern, health care. It was cited by 1 in 4 respondents. Solution, check out your state's health insurance options and work hard to maintain a healthy lifestyle. Next, bad credit or no credit. That was a big concern for about 19% of respondents. Solution, keep tabs on your credit history and make sure your report is accurate. And use credit wisely. And the number 5 money concern, job loss. It's a worry for 18% of Americans. That's more than 42 million people. Solution, ABL. Always be looking. Keep your resume up to date. Seek training. Do your best to boost that bank account so you'll have a cushion. Bottom line, worrying is wasted energy. So if you find yourself lying awake at night, do something about it. Take control of your financial future. I've got tons of advice that's going to help. Just go to moneytalksnews.com and do a search for Money Concerns. For Money Talks News, I'm Stacy Johnson.
As Stacy said, he's got more information and links at his website. To get there, just go to our website, KDKZ18.com. Click on the Money Talks link under the Lifestyles menu.
And coming up in sports, Drury University is the men's basketball champs. The Cardinals add another win to their list, and the Royals couldn't get past Philadelphia. Sports is next.
Tips to make you money delivered daily. The totally free Money Talks newsletter. Sign up now and get my money makeover video, a $50 value, as my gift. MoneyTalksNews.com.
Attention, Accutane warning. If you have Crohn's disease, ulcerative colitis, or inflammatory bowel disease, it may have been caused by the acne drug Accutane. Accutane victims have recently been awarded millions of dollars. Do not delay. There are time deadlines to file a claim.
Call the Rely On Group now to be connected with an experienced attorney. There is absolutely no risk on your part. You don't owe us a penny unless we are successful.
Call the Rely On Group at 800-698-3105.
If you have diabetes and you're on Medicare, call now to get the new talking meter. These new meters are more accurate, they're easier to use, and the best news is you don't have to prick your fingers anymore. Arriva makes it simple. They bill Medicare directly. There are no upfront costs, and they deliver your supplies right to your door for free.
For more information, call 1. This is Sports Zone, only on 18 Eyewitness News.
Drury University rallied from a 17-point deficit to beat out Metro State, a final of 74-73, and then claimed the men's basketball Division II national championship title on Sunday. Trailing 39-27 to start the second half, Drury began then to rally. The Panthers outscored Metro State 47-34 and tied the game at 53-all with 13:29 to play. In the second half, after Drury tied the game, Metro still held on to the lead, and it wasn't until the final 23 seconds when senior and Springfield native Alex Hall finally hit 2 free throws and gave the Panthers their final margin of victory. Another win for the St. Louis Cardinals on Sunday when Adam Wainwright and his team claimed a 14-3 win to earn the series victory against the reigning champions. Wainwright benefited from a 9-run outburst in the 4th inning, one that put the game out of the reach early on for San Francisco. And Philadelphia's Kevin Franson hit a bases-clearing 3-run double with 2 outs in the 9th off closer Greg Holland to rally the Phillies to a 4-3 win over the Kansas City Royals. The Royals lose a tough one because the Phillies had just 2 hits going into the 9th inning and trailed 3-1. That's today in sports. That's back to you at the news desk.
Thanks a lot, Aaron. Let's take a quick check at that forecast for the rest of this evening. Cloudy skies throughout southeast Missouri, 69 degrees at 7 p.m., 67 by 9, and by midnight, we're down to 65. That does it for 18 Eyewitness News tonight at 6. News Watch is next, and we'll see you back here tonight at 10 o'clock.
When you see news happening in your area, let us know about it. You can call our news department at 573-701-9590 or email us at news@DawkinsBroadcastGroup.com. Coming up tonight on KDKZ Channel 18.